we have a lot of things happening right now, so it's a little bit complicated, but we're going to get set up here for a little class that you can do when you're at home or you're in a place where you can't get to a studio or to a gym and you need to stay in dancing shape. And it can be quite difficult, especially with what's happening right now. It's really relevant because a lot of people are getting their school shut down, their theater shut down. Boston Ballet just canceled their performances. So we would have been performing this weekend in Carmen and Serenade, and it was just kind of a big shock to have all of that shut down, but it is more important that people stay safe and stay healthy, and so the measures right now to cancel big gatherings and to close down schools is just kind of crazy. I'm gonna make sure our Instagram friends join us, so bear with me a second. A little logistical nightmare, that's what this is. Yay. Okay, we're in business, everybody. So happy that you are here. A lot of you guys know that there's just no way for some of you to go to ballet class anymore, and that's really difficult. A lot of the schools, Boston Ballet School just shut down until April, and I know a lot of you guys out there, all my friends in Italy, it's been really difficult because you guys can't take the class, and so today I thought that I would share some of the ways that I stay in shape myself if I can't get to a class. And so this will be like a home kind of workout, and I see all of you guys joining in there on Instagram. So fun to say hi, and oh, thanks for, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many comments from people who are watching the YouTube, and I'm so happy that you guys are back on that train. So what I'm going to do is just get started with a little warm-up. This is a class that you can do at home, so make sure that you have a surface that you can hold on to, and I recommend having a playlist that you can, you like to do things to. This is going to be a modified version of a class, so you're not going to be able to do everything that you would be at a ballet studio, but you will be able to get a little bit of a ballet type workout in. And I wish I could read what you guys are saying down there, but I'm just gonna get started, and then if you have any big questions, join the YouTube live stream because I will be able to answer those better. So we're gonna just start with a little warm up for our feet. This is something you don't need anything special for, so what you're gonna try to do is spread all 10 of your toes and go down individually at one time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is really good for those intrinsic muscles, just really getting warm, trying to feel the floor and release. You can do this 10 times. And then really try with each individual metatarsal, try to come up, shift your weight onto the front of your foot and down. And what this is doing is activating the proprioception muscles on your feet, just getting ready, getting warm, trying to feel where your balance is, where your body weight is. You can do little plies, release the Achilles tendon, just getting nice and making sure that you're mobile, rolling down through the spine, plie, stretch, plie, stretch, bend, each individual. And this is one that I like to do for the lower back. It's kind of like an Asian sitting position, but it's really nice to kind of feel where the weight of your body is and really just kind of working with what you have at home. Stretching out, hands underneath the feet, and forward, back, we're ready to start. So I'm gonna play a playlist that I use pretty much on my computer or my iPhone, and it's just gonna be a little warm up. And move our knees onto the demi-plie. And some weird music. A little echoey. And now we're going to try to make sure that your heels from the side, there should be no rolling. So you really want to lift up, almost pretend like you can lift up that big toe in the first position. So none of this happening. Really trying to engage this inner thigh muscle forward. So when we do a demi-plie, you can almost imagine like you're pushing something into the ground, and then when you're coming up, you're squeezing those inner thighs forward, rotating. So you want to be thinking about the outside of your leg working. When it's rolled in like that, we are internally rotating, so we want to make sure here. So we're going to have the plie to the side and really squeeze up. Plie to the front, go through the toes, up. Plie to the back, go through the toes, up. Plie to the side, and we'll do that to the other side. The back, make sure it's right in back of you. Elevate and try to find the balance. Stretch the side. And here you don't have to hold on to something. You can try to test your balance. The bar, rise or lie. One demi-plie, stretch, releve. Second demi-plie, stretch, it out. And now we're just going to do a simple tendu from first. We're going to use the third track, and we're going to prepare. 1 and 2. We're going to go to the front and the side, very simple, en croix, and the back. Reverse to the first, and the this side, really feel your calves going forwards. And front. And stay balanced. And there we go. That's your tendu, your first tendu from first position. And then I'm going to show no left leg, but you guys can repeat that combination to the right side and the left side. And I'm going to show another tendu combination from fifth position. You can use the same music. Coupe, fifth, tendu, coupe, tendu, coupe. It gets faster. 3, 2, the back. Stay. 3, 2, the front. Plie. And stay. Round the way. Finish. That's it. Yeah. It's not easy taking class at home. It can be really a challenge because you don't have space. You don't have the right things that you need. But we're going to move on to Jete's. And I think that's the fifth song there. Double piqué, close. Side. Double piqué, side. 1, 2, go back. 2, 2, the side. 1, piqué. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, the side. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Stay. Now we're going to move on to Rond de Jambe, which I think is the 7th song. I have my friend helping me with music. That's not very good music. I think it's the next one. No. 5. No. The next one. It's not the right one. Maybe try track number 4. Yeah. This is 4? Can we do 6? What about 8? No. 9. Okay, 12. There's a lot of jetes on this CD. No, the 14. There we go, we found it. We found another shot. We're gonna go 3. And brush to this side. And we're gonna go up and forward. 45. 90. Now we're gonna big brush, but don't kick anybody. 2, 3, and look at the hand. This is really going to test your balance. Bigger. Take it for a roll. Big foot and hand stretch. And if you can, try and test your balance. Feel the inner thigh coming forward. Fine. And now we're going to stay in passe, if I can stay. There's your run and jump combination. Now we're going to do fondu, very simple. Plie, one to the front and one on releve. One plie, one on releve, one plie back and one releve. And I think it's the next track, the 15. Perfect. One up and one releve. Try to keep the movement continuously. Now let's take a small balance coup-de-pied to the back. Test your balance, try to find that line between your neck, your stomach, and your coccyx. And you can switch the balance, try to feel that on the front leg. So one of the kind of pluses to having limited access to what you normally have is you have to work on different things, and working from home can really challenge you and help you work on your balances, on your placement, on your musicality. So my advice to everyone out there watching is don't focus on what you can't do at the moment, focus on what you can do, and be proud of yourself for going and doing instead of, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, because you're making do, you're making lemonade with lemons, and that's what we can do right now, because we just have to press forward. We can't give up. And so with that, we're going to move on to a quick Adagio. I'm just going to be very simple. Don't focus on high legs, focus on placement. So really try to feel, almost imagine like you have a 90-degree angle on both sides, and don't try to let one side become higher. So this exercise, we're really going to focus on actually our legs being at 90 degrees and no higher. And we can actually use the same music. Fifth position is a verb, not a noun, so make sure you're engaging your muscles. 1, 2, feel the passe, go to the front. And now we can hold it for 4 counts. And we can press back. Try to feel the rotation of the heel forward. And hold. So you can do that combination reverse and to the other side, but holding is really going to develop strength in that opposite hip and really help you focus on, a lot of times we're doing this, trying to get the leg up, but we want to really stay centered and focused. Okay, we're going to go into Petit Battement, which is very good movement for developing underneath the calf turnout, isolating. So we're going to be right here at this ankle bone with our heel. Our knee doesn't move, and we just open and we close, and we open and we close, and we try to keep this simple. So we're going to do and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 to the front, and back and back And 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plie, passe, stay, 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 and finish. And I think the music that we can go for is after these tracks. I think it's track 12. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. This calf and that pause and you're going to find that you're going to feel this hip much better. So you can do that to the left side as well. And now we're going to move on to frappes. And this is one of my favorite frappe combinations that I use all the time to warm up backstage when I have limited time or limited space and a really shaky bar or something like that. So we're going to use the next track from this, 17 or 14. No, it's the next one. No. Perfect. Yeah. Can we go back to the beginning? Thanks. Vibration. 1, 2, 1, Tendu, side, double back, triple round the jump. I just like my own combination. Test your balance after every combination and you're going to feel much more strong in the center. Here we go. And now we're going to move into grand balance, which we're just going to do simple 1 and 2 and passe and down. And 1, 2 and passe and down. We'll do that front side, back side. 25, I think. Let's hear the music. Perfect. Can I have that for you? So we're going to need an Adagio, which we can move to, I think, 18, 17. We're going to move into center. Obviously, if you're at home, you can't do a big center. You can't jump. You can't do very many things. So we're going to do an exercise that I've been doing myself to get myself ready backstage. But it's really difficult. So if I make a mistake, that happens. So we're just going to do 8 grand plies and releve. We're going to need slow music, so one of those slow tracks. Perfect. So you want to feel your back. And we're doing grand plie in the center. And stay. How many did I say? 8 times or 4 times? I'm already tired. It's only been 2 times. So when you don't have a lot of space, sometimes it's just about repeating it a lot of times. And here I'm really focusing on feeling the inner part of my heels going down. And I put my heels on first. can't remember how many I did. I'm already sweating. A good rule of thumb is just do it until the music stops. Or until your leg falls off. Oh, I guess we're still going. This is really fun, guys. But for an added bonus, just making sure that your muscles are turned on. Oh, we made it to the end. Yeah, I'm gonna need an ice pack after that. Yeah, that was so fun. Okay, you're warm. Let's see, heart rate check. Yeah, 150. So that's a low hit workout for you. We're gonna do another exercise in the center, especially if you're at home and you have really slippery surfaces. Sometimes it helps just putting a yoga mat down because you have better traction. You can really feel the bottom parts of your feet. So we're gonna go into releve, and we're gonna plie to the front, and plie to the back, and plie to the side. We're gonna do the same song, but we're gonna not do as many. We're just gonna do front, side, side, side. Front, back, side, side. And that's it. Preparation. Plie, feel this part of your body. And check in, transfer the weight. Stay. Transfer. Ooh, I can feel where I am. I'm back behind my legs. I'm lying my own formations. We're gonna restart. 1 to the front. God, this is so hard. This is harder than if I was taking a regular class. I'm getting faster because my legs are weak from all those grand plies. And now we're going to just stay, check the balance again. I'm telling you, by the time you get back to your studio, you're going to be so strong. We're finished. We're breathing heavy. Okay. Let's do a fun one, another fun one. You're going to need to be able to move just a little bit more for this, but not very much, just a yoga mat's length. And we're going to do just develop it front, transfer the weight, and develop. And we're going to go back and back. Plie, step up, back to the passe. We're going to do that 8 times. Cut me off at 8. Here we go, same music. Super boring. It's really hard to speak and dance at the same time. I don't know how they do it on Broadway. I feel like I'm falling down. So if you feel like you're falling down, try to feel like your balance, this shoulder, is over that foot. This shoulder is over that foot. And that's enough of that one. Okay, to finish this lovely little fiasco, And we can do a different one every week. We can do a different home class. I'm getting inspired. We're going to do 3 sautés. Again, do this on a yoga mat, bare feet. 3 sautés releve first. 3 sautés releve first. We'll do that 4 times. And then we're going to do that in 5th position. The track 30 is the small jumps. My heart rate's elevated. I'm sweating. I'm getting a workout in. Okay. Keep breath going. Good position. Just show to the end. Whew. Okay, word to the wise. Careful jumping on a floor that isn't wood because it's not great for the joints, but just small jumps is okay and really good for strengthening those metatarsals. So now we're just going to do like a cool down stretch, and that is plenty for a home workout. It's not a lot, but it is something that'll hold you over. So we're just going to come down onto the floor and bring the knees into the chest and try to feel your coccyx really down on the floor. And you want to hold that for 10 seconds. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And just really try to put that coccyx down on the ground. You're going to feel a release in the lower back, which is going to help you release your hamstrings, which is going to be better extensions. And releasing the hip flexor, so bring one knee in. Other leg, trying to reach this bottom leg long. And one more time. Stretching up, coming up, trying to find your balance. We'll go down, up, down, up. Take your legs, bring them down, and slide forward. Legs get lengthen the lower back, down. Then everyone's favorite butterfly. My butterfly is horrible. So for those of you who say that you have to be super flexible, be a professional dancer, that is semi-true, but not all the way true, because true confession time, guys, this is my stretch of my hips when I'm actually taking class. So when I'm not taking class, it's like up here. And what that means is it's really difficult for you to get rotation. So for those of you who struggle with your turnout, really focus on stretching your glutes. And now I kind of want to answer some of your questions because you guys have been asking me a lot of things on what to do. So I am going to take a moment and grab my phone from over here. So bear with me. I'm coming for you guys. Coming for you. Okay, so I'm going to answer the questions off of the Instagram Live, so I hope you guys are okay with that. I have from how many paradas in the shows have I done? So there was a ballet that my old director made where we had 5 paradas at one time, which is a lot because there was variations and codas, and yeah, I was dying at the end. Oh, there's people here who are in Boston. I am loving all of the people who joined the live stream. It's so fun. You guys can use this. Oh, and shout out to Libby. Shout out to Canberra. National Ballet, Capital Ballet is so good. And thank you guys all who are on Instagram for joining. I'm going to say bye and answer some of the questions that you guys sent me on my story. Okay, so we want to answer some of the questions about my shoes and what I do for my point shoes, and I love to make sure that they're darned and that they fit my feet really well, and that's why I love using Gainer Minden point shoes, because they make a custom shoe perfect for my foot, and that shoe keeps me safe, keeps me confident when I'm dancing, it doesn't break down, and I love Gainer Minden for always supporting me and making sure that I have shoes wherever I am in the world. They're super, super awesome. And here we go. I'm going to answer some questions. I do not want to delete this video. Thank you, Insta. Here we go. Okay, so a lot of you guys are asking me how to stay in shape with all of the school closings and company closings. My best recommendation for keeping in good form is, if you are in quarantine and you have to be home, make sure that every day, right when you wake up, you're doing a class and that you're doing your stretches. Set a timer for yourself where you can turn off your phone or your notifications from your phone, and an hour and 45 minutes, and that's really going to help you, and that diligence is going to make sure that you, with a consistent commitment, stay in relative shape over a long period of time. If you're allowed to go outside, I'd recommend doing that warm-up class that you have every day, 6 days a week, and then on one of those days going for a run, adding in cardio when you can. So for those of you who have a bike at home, that also is a great option, but if you are really limited, just getting that run in and making sure that you're taking time to stretch every day and be mindful about what you're eating, and just make sure that you're keeping healthy, staying just not going like crazy with the portion sizes, but just monitoring that and being mindful, and also being patient, because sometimes things happen that are out of your control. So a little bit every day goes a long way. Do you have any advice on how not to compare your body and your dancing to another dancer? I feel like that's a really difficult thing. It's so easy to slip into that, how I wish I was like this person, but keep in mind that you're unique and you have something unique to offer, and focus on your strengths and developing those strengths, because that's what's going to set you apart. And keep your horse blinders on. Don't look to the right or to the left. Just focus on your goals and keep going. I'm going to answer 2 more questions, and then we're going to say goodbye, but not for long. How do you balance life and passion? So you asked me, your craft is such a passion. So I think it's really important to develop a routine, and making sure that you have time for what you love doing, but also making sure that you have time to get the things done that you need to in your life, and making sure that you're not making that routine set in stone. So those rules have to be flexible to the season that you're in and the demands of your job, your personal life, etc. Just be flexible, but keep things where they need to be. And the last question, which question should I add? There's so many. Okay, this is a hard one, but how do you survive as an artist in a situation with no work or insurance, and to deal with disappointing news about contacts and auditions? I think that that's a very big question, but in general, understanding that life is difficult no matter where you are, what you're doing, and making sure that you are putting yourself out there and taking what is available to you, making a bad situation better in a sense of with your small choices, and understanding that there's a place for you, even if you get rejected from many auditions. If you keep going, you're gonna find the right job that's the right fit for your skill set. So thank you guys all for joining in on this first live video. It will get better. I'm so grateful for your patience, and I love you guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get notifications about when I post new videos, make sure you hit that bell. And I just want to say a special thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You have made this month super, you've really blessed me, because as you know, a lot of the companies in the US are shutting down because of this kind of force majeure, and we don't have protection like other companies in Europe do. And so that support from my audience really means a lot to me, especially in this time of need. And so a little bit goes a long way, and thank you guys so much. If you can support your local art institutions by not asking for a refund for tickets for shows that have been canceled, because those companies having to issue those refunds are going to have to go into, they could fold, and it's not a great situation. So let's just try to support each other, and we will stay strong. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Bye.